Many of you here may already know Zach Hofer, the young man who walked, as was talked about earlier, and biked all the way from here to Parliament Hill in Ottawa to raise funds and awareness about mental health and this new program. Now I'd like to turn the mic over to Zach and Mom Shelley, who will share a powerful and heartbreaking story.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for helping make my dream a reality and for helping the kids in our region. Yay.
Zach is a man of few words. I think many of us know that. And I'm better known as Zach's mom. Thank you, Glenn, for introducing us. Zach and I and Derek are so pleased to be here to celebrate this opening with you. It's a dream come true, actually, for many, many reasons. Personally, I have struggled with mental illness my whole life. My first recollection of the impact it had on my world happened when I was only 5 years old. I would cry a lot. Sometimes at school I would hide in a closet and just cry, and I had no idea why this was happening. I knew I didn't feel right, but I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't want to say anything because I wanted to fit in with everybody. I didn't feel like anyone really understood what I was going through. I spent my entire childhood trying to figure out why I was so sad, and my young adult life ignoring how I really felt and wearing a mask to mask the pain that I was feeling. I became that outgoing, cheery girl who pretended to be so happy and helped everyone and did everything and joined everything, but inside I was sometimes so sad that I wanted to die. It wasn't until I was in my mid-20s that I realized I had to find some help. And you know what? It really wasn't that easy to find. There were a lot of dead ends, but after years of trying different treatment methods, the sadness, the depression was finally under control. Not always and forever, but enough that the fog lifted and life is really good. And when those negative thoughts that so often swirl around in your brain come back, when the depression returns, I know it's time to seek help again, and that's exactly what I do. And I'm so happy that help is available. I now know that I have a flaw in my chemistry, but not in my character. I wish I'd known that when I was crying in the closet as a small child, things would have been a lot different for me. And that's why today is so totally amazing. You're right, Janice, the sun is shining today. It's shining on children who struggle with mental illness, who now will get the help that they need, the help that they need to feel beautiful again. Help to know that their struggle isn't who they are, and it doesn't have to define them or their future. Zach has seen me struggle, and he has friends who also struggle. And that was one of the reasons Zach took up the challenge to raise funds for this new unit, because he could also raise awareness. And this was all Zach's idea. He knew this program... He knew that this program needed to be there, and people throughout the region knew it too because they supported him. Even Prime Minister Trudeau gave Zach a hug. Let's hope it goes beyond that and spurs even more change for our kids. But it's not just about the funds or even this new program. The real change will come when we as a society treat people dealing with mental illness just like we treat any other person dealing with any other illness. So Zach and I thank all of you here today for making the mental health of children and youth in this region a top priority, and for taking another significant step in creating a brighter future for these young people. And Zach has already said his words, so I'm going to say thank you as well. Thank you for having us be part of today.